Hey guys, welcome back to another one. This is another Theta update video, and if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. It does mean a lot. Alright, let's get right into it. We'll dig into a couple tweets from the official Theta Network Twitter, and they put out some important information here, and I just want to make sure everyone is up to date. So the Theta Edge node version 3.2.2 has been released on the Mac and Windows, and there's a couple updates with it, and it's updates to improve folding at home compute jobs. And guys, this is me personally, but I am not a huge fan of folding at home, and I will probably come out with a tutorial video here soon of how to turn folding at home off, and in that video I'll explain a little bit more. But essentially your computer is doing a lot of work and you are not getting paid a lot for it, so I turn that off personally. But with the updates comes these next couple points. Edge workers now have settings to enable and disable job types and adjust job preferences, and it removed the light power from folding at home setting because it led to incomplete jobs. And like I said, folding at home, it is very computer intensive work for your GPU and for your computer in general. So the light setting just was not cutting it. And then folding at home jobs will not be given to nodes unreliable to reduce spam attack potential. And then the latest update, which I'll have to kind of wait and see if this is actually true or not, which I mean it is true, but 32 T-fuel minimum added for edge node payouts. So instead, I know most of us were probably getting like 0.2 or 0.25 T-fuel payouts at a time, but it looks like now they've upped it to a 3 T-fuel minimum. So it might take a couple days until we see our payouts, just based off of how often our edge nodes are working. And the Edge Node app will automatically update. And then moving on to the next, there's a little forecast of what it is, but the next little piece of news here is Theta Drop. There's a new drop that's happening here in a little bit. So it is the final 2 legendary holo actions from World Poker Tour Series 1 starting tomorrow. So it is another drop, and kind of like my last video, the Theta Drop drops have been actually very, very good. And if we check out Theta Drop, the website right now, we can see it. And about 23 hours at the time of this recording, this drop will come out, so be ready for it if you guys want to purchase this one. And here it is in another view. And the last little piece of news that I wanted to share to you guys, and this is something that happened here recently as well, and it is this Theta.tv retweet. And this is actually like the core of kind of what I wanted to talk about, and my next video is going to hit on this a lot more, so thank you for sticking around. But I'll read this tweet for you. Essentially that is still unaware of who to put your money on in the Splinterlands bracket prediction contest. You can check out this place and put in your prediction to see who's going to win. And that kind of intrigued me a little bit because Theta.tv, they don't just tweet any and everything. So I checked it out, and yep, it's the Splinterlands Stashed Classic, and you can meet the players. But just checking this out, hello summoners, we hope you are excited as we are for the Stash Classic. And it's happening this Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Time on Theta.tv. So boom, that kind of explains why Theta retweeted it. That made sense to me, just thinking in advance. And then let's learn a little bit more about this. So the event will feature 32 Splinterlands, each of which will have battled through multiple rounds of qualifiers to reach the grand finales or the grand finals this weekend. And essentially it's just saying, if you want to take part in this bracket prediction contest, this is how you do it. And I won't get too much into that, but what I do want to dig into a little bit is this. And not necessarily that this is like the, Call of Duty or the next hottest game that's out there right now, but it is a start, and you have to start somewhere. Kind of like the NFT games. You don't just start with Katy Perry. You start with, the smaller YouTubers, those smaller amounts of people who will still bring traction and, test the system. But you have to start small and then work your way up. And right now, if you're not familiar with it, but video game streaming is extremely hot market, and it's only going to grow larger and larger. And like I said, I'll touch on that a little bit more on my next video, but this is what Theta.tv is doing today. It is the next generation of collectible card games. So kind of imagine Pokemon is the best thing that I can think of right now. And essentially it's just this huge game, a huge competition that is happening. And people can stream and watch it on Theta.tv, which is great. So that is kind of the 3 pieces of news I wanted to talk about. And then we'll just hit on the normal stuff. So the Theta Explorer, let's check out the Theta price, hovering around $6. So we're used to that for the past couple weeks actually. And Theta Staked, I'm happy to see that it is starting to tick back up. So there was an article not too long ago that Theta was going to be unstaking quite a bit of Theta tokens, and that's just to pay for some things in the future. But now it looks like that number is heading back up. I think the max Theta staked I saw was about 66%. And then the T-Fuel price, once again, around that 29.30 cent mark. And the T-Fuel stake has been pretty steady around that 43%. And then from there, let's check out the price. I'm not too huge into TA, but I do like levels of support and resistance. And as we can see, Theta, it looks like it will stay in this band. Once again, it'll follow the trends of Bitcoin, and unless there's some massive news that comes out, it'll probably be trending within this band between, it looks like, about the $6 mark, and then, or slightly below the $6 mark, and then slightly above the $7 mark. So we can expect it to stay there until we see some news from either Bitcoin or huge news from Theta. And if you like this content, once again, it is Splinterlands. So Theta.tv streaming this competition going, and I will make a follow-up video on why this is important in the future. And then the latest NFT drop, which is happening tomorrow. And then lastly, the new Edge node version that just came out here recently. And if you like this content, please like and subscribe to the channel. Once again, it does mean a lot, and I will see you guys on the next one.